All right, welcome back, everybody, to Miami. And now we've got King Carlos coming up very shortly against Korda, which is a very interesting matchup. Korda, we know, his potential has been spoken about over the years. And on paper, this feels like it could be an epic, because Korda has played some epic matches against some of these big guys before. But we've also had many a time where we've got excited about a Korda match, and he hasn't done as well as we had expected. So I'm not holding my breath. I'm just going to let this match play, and we'll see what happens. If it's epic, it's epic. If it's not, it doesn't matter. But tough match potentially for Alcaraz. He's got to be sharp. He just played Fonseca. He passed that test. Didn't really look that bothered by Fonseca. Wasn't really bothered by Fonseca. So let's see if we can deal with the big serves of Korda. Probably who's winning, Alcaraz or Korda? I think Alcaraz wins. There'll be maybe a tiebreak, but I'm pretty sure Alcaraz straight set. Alcaraz straight sets feels about right. Are you cold? Yeah, I put the aircon on because today's gonna be a hot day, and now I'm cold. So the sun's not up yet. It's cold, but I was prepping my house for what is going to be a hot day. So the aircon was on, the house is freezing, and now I'm cold, but I don't want to turn the aircon off because it's going to get real hot soon. I love living in freezing cold conditions. Who's winning? Alcaraz or Korda? Okay. The Korda double, Nelly and Seb. Oh, is Nelly playing a tournament right now? Yeah, Gibson, by the way, is winning. She's up a set and a break against Jovic, and also Baptiste is up a set and a break against Svitolina. So it is all happening. Upsets happening everywhere. All right. All right. Okay. Here comes Alcaraz walking out on court. As all the people in the back screaming at him. Oh, she's up a double break now, Gibson. Let's go. 100 days to Wimbledon. Really? Wow. That is close. All right, Korda is walking out on court first. Korda will have a lot of fans. That's his home. Plus, he's got two famous sisters. Okay. Yeah. Maybe a basic question. Just saw the Wimbledon news regarding introducing video reviews. Is that the same as electronic line calls? Thought they had that already. No. So yeah, it's not the same. So video reviews are for double bounces, hindrance, I think. No. Hindrance? Yeah, hindrance. They had a hindrance one the other day. Yeah, so video reviews are for those issues, those questions. So it's not for Hawkeye. It's not Hawkeye. Electronic line calls, video reviews are two different things. So yeah, it's mainly for like the double bounces that we see and the hindrance calls, and whatever else they want to review. I don't know what else there is. I think that's it, right? So yeah, it's for those things, which is about damn time that we're getting that is becoming normal. They just need to figure out how to challenge a let, because that seems to be what gets questions a lot lately. Is when the umpire calls a let and the player's like, really? They need to be able to review that, even though I know it would take a lot of time between points, and maybe players will, maybe players will use that in their advantage to, recover for whatever. But I still think that the let call gets questioned so much. There has to be a way to like quickly show that the let was a let. But yeah, anyways, video reviews coming in at Wimbledon. That's what that is. Mahatch Mute have already played. They played yesterday. Mute won. Mute won, and now he plays Sinner tomorrow. All right. Can Korda serve? He's going to have to serve well. This will be the test. All right, so Alcaraz will receive. Alcaraz will receive. Yeah. Oh, Sabalenka starts in 4 hours. So if this match goes for an hour, we're going to have a long wait. So let's see what happens. It's reasonably empty. Surprise for a Carlos match, especially when those two Americans. Maybe because there were two Americans, but maybe they were there for two Americans. Fritz and not Poker. Look, I got to be. I don't want to get into it, but let's just state the obvious. I think right now, with what is going on in the world, and how that affects everybody in different ways, maybe buying a ticket to the tennis might not be on people's priority lists. You know what I mean? We're not going to get into like the details of what's going on, because we don't want to. Well, I for one come here to forget about that stuff, but there might be a lack of fun money. You know what I mean? Because of what's happening with things in the world. So maybe that's why there's not as many people there right now, because they didn't want to spend a couple $100 to watch Alcaraz when they're like, look, maybe I should go towards something else, right? And that is the end of that. The end. Or they're just running late. People are just running late. Maybe they thought that the Opelka match was going to go longer, so they went out for lunch and they haven't come back yet. Okay. Let's see what happens here. By the way, it's not empty. I don't know what. It's not. There's definitely people there, but it's not. Maybe it's not as full. It's not full house. All right, they're just warming up the serves, and then we will get started. Korda, I think, is going to serve first. I think that's what I heard. All right. March Madness? Yeah, look, maybe it's because of like March Madness, maybe, spring break, maybe there's, there might be other reasons too. Might be one of those reasons, There's a lot of reasons why people might not be there. Let's talk about it after the first set. And if it's still empty, then we can be like, wow, that's weird. All right, right, 4-1 in favor of Alcaraz this matchup. They did play in the Roland Garros 2024 third round, so a couple of years ago now. 1-0 Alcaraz. They only played once on a hard court. Alcaraz won that match, by the way, in a close, or close-ish three-setter, straight sets. There is 1 week between Monte Carlo and Miami. Is that usually enough for players to prep for clay? I mean, no, but but they have to anyway. That's probably it's why Monte Carlo is not mandatory, right? So players can skip it to get ready for more clay. But yeah. But I mean, I guess the thing is, everybody's going to clay with most players are going to clay without clay tennis. So like no one's prepared really for the clay because no one's played on clay yet. So everybody's starting. That's why I love the clay seat. That's why I love Monte Carlo in particular, because everybody's playing on clay for the first time. At least all the big names. Most players didn't go to South America, right? So yeah, that's what I love about Monte Carlo is that it's just like it's our first look at everybody on a different surface, you know. So I love Monte Carlo for that. But yeah, it's definitely not enough to get ready, but it's that's what makes it fun. Kind of like the grass season, right? It's like is 3 weeks enough for to get ready for Wimbledon? No, but it's also that's what makes it interesting. Like going from Roland Garros to the grass is like such a crazy transition that that's really fun. And crazy things happen, right? Upsets happen. It's a bit of chaos. All right, Korda's going to serve. The flannel looks solid look. Hey, thank you. All right. I'm going to go with Alcaraz in straight sets, close straight sets. Backhand return goes short. Korda puts it away. Okay, that's a start. 15 love. 15 love. All right, as that goes out by Korda, 15-0. As with a 4 now to 4 rally, that goes out by Korda, 15-30. As the return goes back in the quarter, back in from Alcaraz, passing shot up the line in the net. 30-all. As we default second serve. As with a forehand from Alcaraz to Korda. Alcaraz forehand goes again. The forehand Korda. Into the Alcaraz backhand. Korda backhand to backhand with Alcaraz. Alcaraz goes up the line long on the backhand side, and it's 40-30 Korda. And then an ace. Nice work from Korda. First game goes to Korda. Okay. All right. 1-0. As the return goes to front of Alcaraz. 4 now from Korda in the net. 15 love. All right, first serve default, second serve. As a return from Korda is too strong. Alcaraz slices the net. And it's 15-all. All right, nice serve again by Alcaraz, 30-15. All right, good serve. Return goes into the forehand of Alcaraz. Back in a quarter to the slice of Alcaraz. Korda, forehand inside in. That's a great shot. Alcaraz in the net, 30-all. All right. Korda playing some tennis. 30-all. Alcaraz serves. A let. All right, serve again. .30-all. I think there was something broke in the net. That's why they're delayed, but they're back. 30-all. First serve's a fault, second serve. As Korda returns the front of Alcaraz. Korda with a forehand. Into the front of Alcaraz on the stretch. Korda with a slice. Into the Alcaraz forehand to the back and Korda. Alcaraz backhand. Into the back and Korda again. Alcaraz goes again to the back and Korda. He slices it. Into the front of Alcaraz. Korda, forehand up the lines. A winner! .30-40. Chat, this is what we're talking about. What he can do. Break point for Korda. Serve in the front of Korda. Good return. Alcaraz slides it back. Korda on the attack. Alcaraz with the lob. Too good. I don't think, Korda was nowhere close to that either. Alcaraz flicked that over Korda's head so easily. Korda was ready for the down the line or the cross court volley winner. He was not expecting that lob at all. And Alcaraz, it's so interesting because that was such a disguise. You don't really think of a lob being a drop shot disguise, but he went for it looked like he was going to hit he almost flicked it up at the last second when it looked like he was going to hit a power passing shot. He just kind of he was looking like he was going to smack a whip like past him, right? And he just went and just changed like it just, again, you don't think of a lob being something that you have to disguise. But he did. Like, I mean, and fooled everybody. I mean, I almost, before he hit it, I was thinking, oh, it's going down the line. He's going to try and hit a winner past him. No. Alcaraz holds 1-all. Crazy. Like, it's like crazy. All right, 1-1. Back to Korda. By the way, Baptiste is serving for the match against Svitolina, and so is Gibson against Jovic. Has been ace from Korda, 15-love. Also, Echeverry won the first set, and he's up a break against Hoda in the second. And then we've got some doubles too. Andreeva and Mboko won their doubles match together, and they're going to play singles against each other tomorrow. Awkward. Awkward. All right, Korda makes the error. 15-0. As Korda comes to the net with a volley. And Alcaraz going to get it with a pass. Oh, it's too good. I mean, look. You might hit a great drop volley against 99.99% of people, but if you hit a drop volley like against Alcaraz, you better be ready to get another volley because he's not going to miss that. He's getting there and he's going to do something with it. Like, you have to do better. Or at least you have to cover your best. You have to cover your the best you could do is try and cover. I mean, ridiculous. Everybody else lets that double bounce and doesn't get there, and Korda hits a great volley. Not good enough against Alcaraz. 15-30. As Korda backhanded the slice of Alcaraz into the corner. Alcaraz puts up a lob. Korda bounce smash. Alcaraz guesses right with another lob, but then Korda puts it away. 30-all. 30-all. What do you guys think about Fonseca's robot comments? Sinner said that he agreed with it, so everybody should get over it. The end. Next question. Oh, that guy had a one-handed catch and he shanked it. He smacked it into the crowd. It was a tough one. Would have been a tough catch. It would have been a good catch. Great catch. All right, nice serving from Korda. 40-30. Baptiste and Gibson win at the same time. Nice. Wow, Svitolina, that's a huge win for Baptiste. Svitolina's been one of the best players of the year. Baptiste, a huge win. Gibson keeps rolling. 40-30. As the return goes into the corner, Korda. Alcaraz slice, Korda volley. Alcaraz backhand lob. Of course it goes in. Korda gets it back with a lob. But that goes out. I mean, Alcaraz doesn't miss the lob. Deuce. All right, deuce. So what does that mean? Does that mean Svitolina? Sorry, that means Baptiste versus Penko. And Gibson plays the winner of Raducanu Kostyuk. We got Christian versus Pegula. And then, yeah, Sabalenka, McNally, winner plays Zhang or Keys. Sabalenka's draw is tough, man. It's getting tough, man. So the forehand of Alcaraz. We get a quarter forehand. Alcaraz comes to the net. Alcaraz a lob, but it's too short, and Alcaraz puts it away. Advantage, Carlos. To take the break. Baptiste was so nervous. Somehow she survived. Yeah, huge win. What a huge win. All right. Advantage, Alcaraz. Korda serves. An ace. Baptiste and Penko have beef? Really? Do they? What's up? Deuce. What happened? When? Why? Deuce. As the return goes in the backhand of Korda, Alcaraz snuck into the net and put away the volley. And it's advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. I thought that was Townsend and Penko. Yeah. I've seen you since 2023. I always smile when you remind yourself how great Alcaraz it really is. I mean, he does things that just reminds us every day that he is the best. Penko and Baptiste played doubles recently with each other. Oh, then they're not got beef. They just played doubles last week. They don't have beef. Okay. Yeah, maybe they were getting confused. Nice haircut, Cam. Thank you. All right. As Korda gets back the deuce. All right, Korda gets back to deuce. All right, serve again. Oh, man. I am yawning today. That goes out by Alcaraz on the return. Advantage Korda. What's going on, Peaches? How you doing? All right. Korda holds. That was a bit of a marathon game. 2-1, Korda. All right. All right. What on earth is going on with Gibson? She won. Did she win? She won, right? All right, here we go. 2-1. Gibson backing up Indian Wells with a big win. Yeah, I mean, she's as a qualifier again, too, which is incredible. Did anyone know who this guy is? He must be famous because they're zooming in. Wait, was that Glenn Close? Hang on. Were they zooming in on the guy or were they zooming in on the lady? Was that Glenn Close? No. Maybe. She was wearing glasses. I couldn't see her. Her glasses were like this big. All right. 15 love. As a default second serve. All right. As that goes out by Alcaraz, 15-0. Miami does not seem to look like a 1,000 level. It's like a parking lot, and they moved it from Key Biscayne. What do you think? Yeah, I think that moving to here doesn't have the same. It hasn't got the same. The same. It definitely has a different. Maybe it's not the same as it was in Key Biscayne, but it's got a different. Definitely feels different here. Now you can be the judge whether you think it's good or bad, different, but it feels different. It's a different thing, yeah. And maybe we need another 10 years of this venue to get for it to get some sort of history, but yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of lacking. It feels like a new tournament, right? It feels like a whole new event that we, different vibe, different, obviously being not in a tennis venue doesn't. Yeah, those who remember Crandon Park and Key Biscayne will find it hard to get onto this one. But then in 10 years' time, people might not have remembered that, right? Like people don't remember when Madrid was a indoor hard courts, right? People don't remember when Hamburg was a 1,000, right? So it's only going to take maybe another 10 years, 5 or 10 years for people to come into tennis and be like, oh, this is the Miami I know. I never knew Crandon Park, right? So it's like people that are like, oh, remember when Kooyong hosted the Australian Open? I don't. It was always in Melbourne Park for me. So it's just going to take time for people to forget about Key Biscayne, which is sad because I think Key Biscayne was it definitely had a totally different atmosphere. Even though they said that they used to say that it wasn't a great facility, and they obviously couldn't upgrade anything because of the deal that the owners had made with the townspeople. But anyways, that's a whole story. But I think once probably in another 5 years, when it's got about 10 years, 15 years history, maybe then people will. It won't. Yeah, I don't know. But you're right. Those who remember Crandon Park don't. It's finding it hard to get into this venue, right? And get into this and get used to this venue. As with a backhand from Alcaraz, 2-all by the way, Korda, 4-1 on the stretch. Alcaraz on the attack with a drop shot, winner, 15-0. Lovely drop shot. 100% thought Cam was going to go into a huge story then. Another TED Talk. Not today. Oh, so the Miami Dolphins owner is the guy that they're zooming in on. Oh. Interesting. I don't know any of that. 30-15. So the guy who owns the team, who own the building, who are renting it to the tennis, that's him. Okay. All right, it's Korda hit the volley in the net. It's 30-0. It is him. By the way, Serena Williams owns part of the Dolphins. Just saying. I wonder if Serena was at the meetings. All right, 4-4 rally. As the backhand Alcaraz goes long, Stephen M. Ross is the man on screen, or that was on screen. And he is the owner of the Miami Dolphins as of 2009. And he has been a tax attorney, I think. Is that what he's... And owner of companies. 3-2. Yeah. Yeah, so since buying the Miami Dolphins, he's got Venus and Serena, as well as other, some celebrities, as minority owners of the team. So Gloria Estefan, Mark Anthony, Venus Williams, Serena Williams all have a bit of ownership of this team. So there you go. That was back in 2013, I think, or back in the middle of the 2010s. But yeah, there you go. Uh, 3-2. All right. All right, 15 love, Alcaraz. All right, 30 love. As Alcaraz serves again. By the way, Korda has been fortunate to stay in front here. Alcaraz has been hunting him down the last couple of games. Cam dressed in Canadian attire. Did I? What's Canadian attire? There's a bit of fault second serve. Serve in the back in the quarter, back into Alcaraz. Into the back in the quarter. Alcaraz back on the stretch. Quarter. Again to the back of Alcaraz with the backhand wide. Okay. Alcaraz missed it. 30-15. All right, 30-15. Serve. Into the forehand quarter. Return. Forehand of Alcaraz. Quarter forehand cross. Alcaraz gets a forehand to the forehand quarter. Alcaraz goes up the line. Quarter's there with the slice. As Alcaraz backhand crossed into the slice of quarter. Alcaraz forehand up the line again. Goes wide. 30 all. All right, now Alcaraz is in trouble. Little trouble. 30 all. First serve is a fault, second serve. As the backhand return goes into the forehand of Alcaraz, and Alcaraz puts away the inside in forehand. Oh, it barely hit the line. 40-30. Jeez. That was a crazy shot. As a backhand wide by quarter, and it's 3 all. All right, 3-0. Back to Korda. All right. All right. 15-0. Nice return from Alcaraz. Is it just me or Carlos seem nervous? I don't think he seems nervous. All right. 15-30. Chance for a break. Point for Alcaraz. He's been hanging on Korda onto these service games. As Korda serves the fault, second serve. All right, it's Korda with the backhand. Into the back of Alcaraz. Korda backhand. Again, the back of Alcaraz. Up the line to the forehand of Korda. Alcaraz forehand inside out. Korda backhand to the forehand of Alcaraz. Korda with the backhand again. Into the slice of Alcaraz. Forehand from Korda cross court. Alcaraz gets up the stretch, but hits the tape, goes wide. And it's 30-0. Korda got a little lucky on that shot. 30-0. Thirty-all. Serve to the back of Alcaraz. Return goes short. Korda hits it up the line. Alcaraz with a slice in the net. Korda too strong. 40-30. 40-30. As the return goes in the net by Alcaraz, Korda keeps hold and stays in front for 4-3 Korda. Max says that Korda is the best American prospect of this generation, more so than Shelton. I think, I can see where he's coming from. I think Korda is and I think he's probably the most complete American player on the men's side. That's probably where he's saying best prospect, because he's like, there's, besides getting injured, there's not much Korda does wrong. He can volley, he can serve, he's good on both sides, both wings, mentality strong. Like, he's got all the attributes, right? There doesn't seem to be a weakness in Korda's game. So I like, probably like 3 years ago, I was saying the same thing with, like, how Korda was. By the way, did he just say that, or did he say that, like, when did he say that? Did Max say that this morning, or when did he say that? But yeah, I can see where he's coming from, because there's no, like, obvious weakness in Korda's game. Whereas Shelton's backhand, isn't as strong. Fritz also, his backhand and net game can be a little bit, shaky. Maybe Tien lacks the power. Maybe, Tommy Paul. Tommy Paul, he's pretty solid. But yeah, maybe Tommy Paul being 28. Same with Foe. Korda's got a couple of years on them, so he's got age on his side. He's only 25. But yeah, I can see where that would come from. Where good returner, yeah. But I think Korda. This is what happened. This is how I feel with Korda, right? He's either he hasn't done what people have expected. The expectations have been maybe too high at times. But also, when he starts doing things that we all expect him to do, he then gets injured. Like, there's been those times where he's been really good, and then all of a sudden he has a run, and then he gets injured to finish the run, and you're like, and he's out for 6 months or 3 months. Just when you think he's going to break through, something happens, right? Like, with that Australian Open was so sad. When he beats Medvedev, he plays he gets to the quarterfinals, plays amazing, and then he gets injured. And you're like, that was it. That was a chance, right? Huge chance. That happens. And then, then he comes back from injury, and then he's, he has a really good match against, was it against, he nearly beat Nole in Adelaide, right? That was a tough one. Didn't get injured, I don't think, after that match, but yeah. Kind of a bit like Musetti at the moment. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. As Alcaraz puts in the net, 15-30. I mean, this is a legitimate chance to cause a big upset there. But I can see where the what's the word? Not hype. That's not what. I can see where the excitement around Korda is, because I'm the same. I'm like, yeah, he was like, he made the fourth round of the French Open back in 2019, lost to 2020, lost to Rafa, right? Had a great run there, as a 20-year-old. As it a 4 now, drop shot from Korda's good, too good, 15-40. He had that epic match against Rafa at Indian Wells a few years back, right? Remember that one? All right, we got break points here for Korda to get the break. Yeah, loads of potential. Obviously, coming from a Grand Slam champion family. As the return goes in the front of Alcaraz. But Alcaraz hit it wide. Wow! What a return by Korda! Korda's going to serve for the first. Jeez. All right. Korda with some good returning. And he takes the break, and he's going to serve for the first set. Let me have a look what's going on with the errors. Is Alcaraz making errors? What's up? It doesn't feel like Alcaraz is playing bad. Korda is so solid. All right, 5-3. The Korda's playing at such a high level. Yeah, Korda's hit 9 winners, 5 errors. Alcaraz has hit 9 errors, only the 7 winners. But yeah, you got to put this down to Korda's. Korda was clutched on serve at 30-all a couple of times in the middle, and then he just took his chance. Backhand rally. Alcaraz was backing up the line. Korda forehand cross. Alcaraz gets it. Korda with a slice. Alcaraz sliced it back into the forehand of Korda as Alcaraz backhand on the stretch. Korda backhand goes into the forehand of Alcaraz, and Alcaraz puts it away. Inside out winner. Yeah, Korda's serving well. They're both at an 8.8 performance rating. So this is a very high level match. They're both playing at a very high level. Korda's forehand and backhand are on the same level as Alcaraz. Alcaraz is returning better, but Korda's serving better. So, yeah. Interesting match. Return goes out by Alcaraz, 15-0. 15-0. $15-0. Korda says a fault second serve. So in the forehand of Alcaraz, good return. Korda gets it. Forehand of Alcaraz on the stretch. Up the line goes in. Korda backhand into the backhand of Alcaraz. Korda get back in the rally. Hits it deep into the backhand of Alcaraz. Now Alcaraz on the attack. But hits it long on the approach. All right, Korda 30-15. Alcaraz just missing the approach. All right, 2 points away from the first set. First serve, the fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Alcaraz. Back in a quarter. As he comes to the net, Alcaraz with a passing shot winner, though. 30-all. Korda needs first serves. If he's going to win this first set. He needs big first serves. Wasn't the best approach. Hit it too short, and Alcaraz was standing right there. 30-all. Korda serves. Out wide of the forehand of Alcaraz. Alcaraz hits it out. There's the first serve. He needed that. 40-30. Korda's got a set point. $40-30. To take the first set. Ace down the tee. Korda takes the first. 6-3. Okay. All right. Seb Korda doing what we know he can do, but sometimes doesn't do it. But he's locked in today. First set in the bag. Very high level set, like I said. Korda playing ridiculously high level. For his standard. Alcaraz is playing about normal, but which is very high. But yeah, Korda with an 8.9 performance rating, Alcaraz with an 8.6. Korda's average is a 7.7. So he's way above average. Alcaraz is about an 8.6 on average. So he's playing his usual game, but Korda is just going crazy. Yeah. We got 10 winners, 5 errors from Korda, so super clean. 9 winners and 10 errors by Alcaraz. Alcaraz making some errors. Both on forehands and backhands, so a bit of a split. Yeah, Korda's only won 4 out of 9 net points, which is interesting, but yeah, very solid set. And there was a lot of times in that first set, there was a few times actually where Korda was at deuce or 30-all and had to get out of the game, and he did in that first set. So yeah, like, you know, when it was 1-all, it was a long deuce game, couple of break points against him, and he saved the game. At 2-all, he was at 30-all, and he got the game. At 3-all, he was 30-all, and he also saved the game. So there was, there was only the first game of the match was 30-all. So Korda in every game on serve, even that last game was 30-all. So yeah, those pressure points that we talk about. So first game of the match, 30-all, Korda wins that point. 1-all, Korda has to save break points, but eventually wins the game, sorry. 30-all again at 2-all, 30-all again at 3-all, 30-all again at 5-3. So every single service game of Korda, it was 30-all or deuce. And he survived. Came up with the big serves or whatever he needed. In fact, every single service game was 30-all. So Korda did not have an easy time on serve, but he won.
I might be wrong, but Alcaraz is not looking like Alcaraz today. Something feels off. Not to take anything away from Korda, always playing some great tennis.
Yeah, Alcaraz does look a little bit... He doesn't look like he has a spark as his usual spark. He just looks a little bit flat. Maybe it's because things aren't like those. Like I said, maybe those half chances are not going his way yet. But he does seem a little bit flat as he hits a lovely drop shot. Korda gets it back. Alcaraz with a pass. Is a lob. Korda's going to hit tween up. And Alcaraz going to let it go, but it goes out. And it's 30-love. And Alcaraz with a smile on his face now. Yeah, because Alcaraz, by the way, points on serve in that first set. The crowd go wild. So Korda played... How many points on serve did Korda play? Yeah, so Korda played 36 points on serve. Alcaraz played 24. So it just shows how many more points that Korda had to play on serve. But again, he held serve. He didn't get broken. He saved all his break points. And he broke the one time against Alcaraz, and that was the difference. All right, Alcaraz with a slice. Korda with a volley. Alcaraz the pass. Too good. Too good. 40-love. And Alcaraz might get his spark back now. I tell you also, Alcaraz is not really like jumping in between points either. He seems a little quiet today. I don't think it's because he's injured or anything like that or fatigued, but he definitely has like, he's just not got his usual, he's not his like, I don't know, he just doesn't have that, like he's walking between points. You know, he's not like bouncing around as much. Yeah, maybe timid. I think it's more, he just doesn't seem super pumped up today. Seems a little flat. 40-15. As that goes out by... And Alcaraz, by the way, is talking to the... He's not happy about something. He's talking to the coaches, saying something about the racket. Like the ball not hitting the middle of the strings, maybe. Yeah, he definitely seems a little flat. Obviously he's losing, so that doesn't help anything. But yeah, maybe he just hasn't had anything to celebrate in this match yet to kind of get him fired up. All right, here we go. Let's see if Korda can hold. He played a solid first set, but remember, as I just mentioned, every single game in the first set, Korda had to hold. It was hard to hold. He was at 30-all or deuce, so he's got to. I mean, he hasn't had an easy service game. Echeverry wins, nice. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. As that goes the net by Alcaraz, 15-love. All right. All right, nice work from Alcaraz, 15. By the way, this crowd, it seems like they're almost 50-50. All right, 15-all. Korda serves again. Return goes in the corner. Korda up the line to the backhand of Alcaraz. Korda. Backhand goes long. 15-30. Another tough game for Korda. 15-30. Another one to try and get another one. He's going another 30-all game at least. Serve again. Into the back of Alcaraz's turn. Goes out. 30-all. 30 all. As the return goes into the volley of Korda, he puts that away easily, Korda. 40-30 Korda to level the second. So the forehand of Alcaraz in the net. And Korda levels 1-1. One game all. One. Serve. In the back of the Korda. Return goes in the back of Alcaraz. Korda. And then Korda wins the point. Love 15. Alcaraz misses again. Alcaraz sits in the tee. And Korda misses in the net on the return. 15 all. Serve out wide. Korda return goes out. And it's 30-15. $30-15. $30-15. Serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Backhand return goes to the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand now from Korda up the line is a great shot. Alcaraz gets it. Korda then puts away the forehand. Great rally by Korda. 30 all. Jeez. Perfect by Korda. 30 all. What a rally. Gotcha. I tell you what, the way Korda plays, I get Safin vibes. Not the attitude, but the way he plays, just the way he hits the ball. Just maybe like Cilic as well, like a Cilic kind of vibe. Return goes in from Korda, and that's in the net by Alcaraz, 30-40. And maybe Cilic is a better comparison to Korda. Like Cilic, he just got that kind of, I don't know, just has that kind of frame and solid on both sides. Can serve. 30-40. Serving to the backhand of Korda. As we got a forehand from Alcaraz to the backhand of Korda. Alcaraz backhand into that forehand of Korda. As Alcaraz forehand goes cross court again. The forehand of Korda, who goes down the line. Alcaraz slice goes wide. Korda is up a break. 6-3, 2-1. Korda is dangerous. And he's kind of bullying Alcaraz today. He is bullying Carlos. Carlos is looking a fraction slow too. Like I said, he's looking a little flat. He doesn't seem to have that pep in his step today. But you can tell in the rallies as well. He hasn't got that like he's not ripping the ball like he was against Fonseca. He just doesn't have that little bit of extra oomph in his game right now. Even going for, like when Korda hits that down the line, Alcaraz doesn't get to it, which is unusual. Usually he gets to those shots. and does something spectacular. He's just a little bit off today. For whatever reason. Maybe it's because, the Fonseca match took it out of him. Maybe something's going on. Maybe, I don't think he's injured. None of that shit. I don't think we can say anything like that. But he definitely doesn't look himself. And Korda's also making, all these plays, right? But yeah, he just seems a little flat today, Carlos, and it's costing him. But Korda is playing phenomenal as well. Korda's pinning Alcaraz back and taking time away. Yeah. Korda's at a 9.0 performance rating, and Alcaraz at an 8.6, which is normal for Alcaraz, but Korda's playing so far ahead of his so far above his best. He is being outplayed as well, yeah. But I don't know, there's just we watch Alcaraz all the time, right? And we can tell that he just doesn't seem to have the adrenaline pumping today. He just seems a little flat. And look, fair enough, right? He's been unstoppable all year. Even when he lost to Medvedev. Medvedev played really well, but Alcaraz still looked like he was, fired up, ready to go. He just, again, maybe today he woke up and he's like, I can't be bothered. I don't feel like it today. I just don't feel, and that happens, right? I mean, how are you supposed to get emotionally fired up every single day against every single player who's obviously every time, and Alcaraz said this, right? Every player that wakes up to play Alcaraz is waking up to play the match of their life. And that's what happens when you're in the top 5, right? Or even number 1, right? Every person you play in every single tournament is going to wake up in the morning and do everything perfect to try and play their best match of all time to beat you. And you got to maintain your level, but also you're a constant target, right? There's no one that Alcaraz plays, maybe except for Sinner, that he feels like you got to deal with that every day. So obviously you're going to have a day where you don't feel like it. Right? Or you're going to play against a guy who's playing his best match of the year against you, and you're like, I'm not 100% today. I don't feel like playing that level today. I don't want to do that today, right? But Korda's like, well, you have to. As Alcaraz hits a return winner. 30-0. A little shake of the fist from Carlos. And it's funny because we've seen Djokovic like this, right? Djokovic has had these moments, where he kind of looks disinterested, And that's kind of where Alcaraz is right now. It's kind of like he's just going through the motions, okay, we got to win. But Korda's like, bro, you better play better. I'll beat you if you don't play well. And Alcaraz's like, oh man, I just played well. I played well against Fonseca. Anyways, backhand Korda, Alcaraz, forehand cross-court winner. Okay, and the big scream by Carlos. Now he's awake. He just woke up. And he's throwing his fist to the crowd. All right. Welcome to the tennis, Carlos. That's more like it. All right. Now he's awake. He's here now. That was a beautiful forehand winner. That's what he needed. He just needed something to wake him up. Okay, now he's ready. Now Korda better be good. Serve out wide the back end of Alcaraz. Return goes to forehand Korda. Alcaraz can't get that one. Korda too good. Korda needed that. All right, deuce. All right, we get the deuce. Korda saving his service, saving him. As Korda serves. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Korda comes to the net. Alcaraz the pass. Oh, he shanked it. Korda too good. Advantage Korda. Again, 2 big serves. Advantage Korda. Alcaraz shaking his head. And this is the thing. Alcaraz is complaining a lot to his camp as well, which you never see, right? He is saying a lot. He's talking a lot to the camp, and he's shaking his. He's got negative energy out there today. whatever they're telling him, he's like, it's not working. You're not giving me the right tips. You got to give me the right hints. What's going on? This guy's beating me. You told me I could do this. Great shot, Alcaraz there. Back to deuce. But he's just not happy with the instructions he's getting from the camp. I wouldn't say he's pissed off. He seems more just like, I don't know. It just seems like whatever they're telling him, he's like, well, that's not working. All right, back to deuce. And then a great serve down the tee quarter. All right, advantage quarter. Advantage quarter. And then another ace. Jeez, that serve is such a saver. It just is so good. His serve has saved him so many times today. I reckon every single service game he's played, he's been at 30 all. I think every single game so far this match. And he's come up clutch. I mean, that's the best way. And Alcaraz, by the way, just going crazy in his camp, throwing his arms up. I think he's saying that it's really, like, he was just wiping the sweat off the handle of the racket too. So I'm thinking he's maybe thinking it's sweaty. He's just having a real shit day, Alcaraz. He's just not happy. And Korda is clutch. All right. Korda with a set and a break. All right, 3-1. Alcaraz serves the backhand Korda. Good return. Alcaraz backhand pass goes wide. And again, Korda just relentless. Love 15. All right, Alcaraz serves again. So the forehand quarter, return goes to forehand of Alcaraz, up the line goes long. Alcaraz trying to finish points too quickly. Love 30. Love 30. All right, Alcaraz serves again. And he serves a fault, second serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Alcaraz, Korda with a backhand slice. Alcaraz backhand into the slice of Korda. As Alcaraz backhand cross court winner. 15-30. All right, serve again. All right, as Korda comes to the net, Alcaraz puts up a lob, and it lands in! And he shakes the finger. All right, 30 all. Ridiculous lob. Another great point by Korda. And Alcaraz just on the stretch just throws it up. And it lands in. And Korda's like, yeah, all right, fair enough. All right, first serve is a fault by Alcaraz. Second serve. And the return goes in and Korda 30-40. Alcaraz puts it in the net. 30-40. Korda for the double break in the second. 30-40. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Korda is playing phenomenal. It's crazy. Serve the back of the Korda. Oh, Korda missed it on the return. Back to deuce. Yeah, Korda is playing phenomenal. Deuce. Alcaraz serves another fault. Alcaraz's serve is not helping. Second serve. To the back of the Korda. Return the back of Alcaraz. Korda backhand slice. Alcaraz with the forehand. Cross court. Korda gets it. Alcaraz forehand. Cross court winner. And it's advantage Alcaraz. To just keep the pressure on. I don't think Korda is playing phenomenal, Cam. It's the other way around. Alcaraz is not playing good. I think both things can be true. Advantage Alcaraz. As a return from Korda, into the front of Alcaraz. Korda, backhand, up the line. Alcaraz gets it with a slice forehand. Korda comes to the net, but hits it in the net. And Alcaraz survives. When have I said this year? Never. Maybe against Zverev at the Australian Open. But Alcaraz does survive. Korda's got to set in a break, though. But will Korda get nervous? That is what we will find out. We will find out if Korda will get nervous. Because he is in a very good position. By the way, Alcaraz is actually playing really well this set. 7 winners, 3 errors. 5 winners and 6 errors for Korda. So Alcaraz is actually playing better. And the forehand's actually phenomenal for Alcaraz in the second set. Korda's serve, though, that's the difference. Korda's serve is what's been keeping him alive. Alcaraz is playing at 9.1, Korda at 8.6 this set. So Alcaraz is actually not playing terrible. It's Korda's serve that, and obviously getting that early break, that is really testing Alcaraz. All right. He will get 100%. He'll get nervous 100% sure. Yeah. I'm sure that there will be a moment where Alcaraz will have a break point in the next couple of games. I don't think Korda's going to win every point on serve for the next 3 games. There will be an opportunity for Carlos. By the way, calling him Chokeraz is wild. And that is untrue. But actually, crazy statement. You made an account a month ago. Are you okay? What happened? 3-2. Backhand return goes into the back of the Korda. Alcaraz backhand lob too short. And Korda puts that away. First lob that Alcaraz has not hit perfectly. All right, 15 love. As Korda serves. A fault. Second serve. By the way, Raducanu serving for the first set against Kostrup. And Tommy Paul is up a break already against Collignon, first game. 4-0 from Alcaraz. That's a good shot. Korda passing shot. Alcaraz the half volley pick up in the net. Just missed. 30 love. $30 love. It's the first time Alcaraz lost a point at the net this match, by the way. 30 love. Great serve again, Korda. 40 love. This might be the easiest game of Korda's day. 40 love. All right, 40 love. This Korda serves a fault. Second serve. As he serves a let. As Alcaraz's return goes in the net. 4-2 Korda. In the second. ChatGPT says Novak is the GOAT, FYI. Bro, you needed ChatGPT to tell you that? That's crazy. You needed to ask a robot that question? Come on now. You couldn't think of that? You couldn't come up with that yourself? Come on now. Bro, asking robot. What are you asking? Asking AI to do your thinking for you. Come on now. Come on now. ChatGPT said Novak's the GOAT. Oh, I tell you what, ChatGPT is so smart. How smart? I'm the first to go, by the way. If the Terminator rocks up, he's going to be like, where is Cam Williams? He made fun of me. 15-0. Zucker serves again. As we have 4 now to the back of the Korda. Great shot. Alcaraz with the pass. Korda with a slice. Alcaraz with a lob, but Korda puts it away. Jeez, Korda is looking confident. He is unstoppable right now. 15-30. 15-30. As the return goes out by Korda. 30-0. As the return goes in front of Alcaraz. Into the back of the Korda. Alcaraz forehand, cross. Korda goes up the line, but hits it long. 40-30. Alcaraz to keep the pressure on Korda's serve. (40-30). First serve's a fault. Second serve. And Korda return goes wide. All right. Alcaraz holds. Korda is up a set and a break, though. All right, how are we doing, chat? Where are we watching from, chat? I haven't asked that one today. Where are we? Alcaraz is washed? Yeah. All right. Nigeria, Miami, Geneva, Chicago, Paris, Louisiana, Miami, New York, Ireland, Pakistan, England, USA, Adelaide, Mumbai, Tahiti, nice, France, Chile, Bangladesh, Jamaica, Munich, South Africa, Romania, Estonia, Slovakia, South Africa, Alaska, nice. We've got India, Greece, Czechia, Italy, Liverpool, Philippines in the house. Hawaii, Zimbabwe. All right, Korda, 2 games away from the biggest win of his career, maybe. I know has he beaten a world number 1 before? His best win by ranking was beating Zverev in Canada, who was number 4. No, sorry, Medvedev in Shanghai 2023, who was number 3. This is actually his first match against a world number 1, which is weird. What? That can't be right. It is right. He's never played a world number 1 till today. This is his first match against a world number 1. Are you kidding me? He's played Sinner, Alcaraz, Nadal, all at number 2 in the world. Medvedev as well. He's played Djokovic, who was number 5 at the time, and nearly beat him. But yeah, he's never played a world number 1. This is his first match against a world number 1. And yeah, he's going to have a 100% record if he wins 2 more games. 30 love, ace. That's crazy. I swear I thought he played like Medvedev or Nadal as they were number 1, but no, that's crazy. Yeah. Oh yeah, he beat Alcaraz at Monte Carlo. I totally forgot about that. But yeah, Alcaraz was number 1 in Monte Carlo that day. Great serving quarter, 40 love. This is clutch. Clutch serving. 40 love. All right, fault. Second serve. As Korda wins the game, gets a 5-3. Alcaraz going to serve to stay in the match. All right, 5-3. Alcaraz serving to stay in the match. Korda gets it back. Alcaraz up the line, but Korda backhand open court. Alcaraz couldn't put it away. Love 15. Love 15. There's a bit of fault, second serve. As the return goes back into Alcaraz, Korda with a slice. Alcaraz. Again to the back of the quarter, into the front of Alcaraz. Quarter 4 on the stretch. Goes wide just as he goes up the line. 15. Oh, geez, that was close. That would have been a ridiculous shot. 15 all. As with a backhand slice from Korda, lob goes up, but Alcaraz puts it away. 30-15. Great serve, Alcaraz, 40-15. Alcaraz to make Korda serve for the match. Korda so far has been phenomenal on serve. As Alcaraz serves a fault. Second serve. As the return goes in, Korda now with the backhand cross court. Alcaraz goes up the line to the front of quarter. Alcaraz backhand cross court. Goes long. 40-30. 40-30. Serve again. Into the slice of Korda. Alcaraz backhand slice, the backhand slice of Korda. Korda in the net. Okay. Here's the real test for Korda. He's going to serve for the match. And to take out Alcaraz in straight sets, which is intense. All right. Cam's performance ratings are 9.2. Terrific call. Thank you, Craig. Yeah. What a match by Korda. But can he get it done? He's been serving phenomenal in the last couple of games after clutching out serves so many times this match. But can he get it done? He's never played a world number one, which is crazy to think. Like that doesn't make sense that he hasn't played a world number one. He's played so many good players, but none of them were number one at the time. The end of an era, lol. Yeah. God, I mean, again, whiplash, shout, whiplash. The amount of people, like, 2 weeks ago, it was, could Alcaraz beat Djokovic's record of 41 wins in a row? Now, it's Alcaraz sucks, and he should probably never play tennis again because he can't play tennis properly. Like, it's crazy how, like, whiplash we get. The comments are just whiplash comments from just like it's crazy, man. All right, Korda's going to serve the match. Let's see if he can get the job done. He's been playing phenomenal and serving great. Return goes into the backhand of Korda on the net. Oh no. He looks nervous, Korda. Love 15. He looks nervous. Love 15. All right, first serve's a fault. Second serve. As a return. Goes back in the quarter. Back in the Alcaraz. The back in the quarter. Quarter in the net. Love 30. Oh, no. Love 30. Quarter needs serves. It's over. Carlos Alcaraz is back. Fixed. Oh, no. Oh, no. Serve. Into the fort of Alcaraz, but it's a let. As Korda serves another fault. Oh, God. Second serve. Serve in the back of Alcaraz. Great return. Korda with the pass. Alcaraz with the volley. Too good. Love 40. Love 40. 3 break points for Alcaraz to get back on serve. All right. Serve out wide, the back of Alcaraz. Korda with the forehand. Alcaraz gets on the stretch. Korda down the line. Alcaraz there with the backhand. Korda backhand. It goes wide. Alcaraz breaks back. 5-5. Chat. Somebody clip when I called it 20 minutes ago? Come on. Come on now. Alcaraz breaks back. Korda so nervous. And the crowd have life. 5-5. Korda could still win this. He's just going to have to probably win it in tiebreak. God, the worst game by far on Korda's serve. I don't think he even got broken until that point. The worst game Korda served all day. All right, 5-5. Alcaraz serves into the back of the Korda. Alcaraz forehand up the line. Korda pass in the net. Love 15. 15 love, sorry. 15 love. Hey, Pash, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that. 15 love. Alcaraz won 9 of the last 10 points. 15 love. Great serve. Korda returns into the forward of Alcaraz. Korda up the line. Alcaraz slice. Korda comes to the net. Alcaraz puts up a lob. Bounce. Goes in. Korda gets a forehand into the forward of Alcaraz, who hits it inside out to the slice of Korda. Alcaraz forehand inside in. Korda open court in the net. 30 love. Alcaraz points to the crowd. Raises the racket. 30 love. Oh, chat. This match has turned upside down in the last 10 minutes. $30 love. Good serve there. Alcaraz with a backhand into the forward of Korda. Korda in the net. Korda is missing so many shots. 40 love Alcaraz. I think he's won about 9 points in a row. 40 love. Alcaraz to get the lead. Nearly 1 hour 30 played. Alcaraz serves. Into the back of the Korda. Return. The back of Alcaraz. Korda forehand. Alcaraz gets a backhand. Into the volley of Korda. Alcaraz can't get that one. 40-15. Beautiful drop volley winner. 40-15. Serve again. And the return from Korda goes in. Alcaraz forehand winner. And Alcaraz goes to 6-5. Korda's going to serve to stay in the set now. $6-5. Ada.
He's doing the thing again.
He's doing the thing again. Thank you for $2. He's doing the thing. Better looking people have an easier life. That is why plastic surgery... What? Plastic surgery is popular in Miami? Okay. That was a joke, right? You're making a joke? The match could have been over. Oh, yes, it could have. You are correct. The match could have been over. Korda was served for it, but Korda never stood a chance in that game. He never stood a chance. Let's be honest. He never stood a chance. All right. Korda's going to serve to take us to a tiebreak. And this crowd are going nuts. Sabalenka comes on in about 2.5 hours, by the way. All right, here we go. Korda serves. To the back of Alcaraz. Return. Into the forward of Korda. Korda hits it out. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. And a great serve out wide for Korda. 15-0. All right, first to the fault, second serve. All right, as Korda hits that one out, and it's 15-30. This is going so poorly for Korda. Oh, was he ever going to... Did he even have a chance? I don't even think he had a chance. He never stood a chance. 15-30. All right, that's a good serve, but the return goes in. 4-0 from Korda to the forehand of Alcaraz. Korda up the line, into the backhand of Alcaraz. Korda backhand cross. That's a good shot. Slice Alcaraz goes short. Korda comes in and puts it away. Oh, Alcaraz is down. Jeez, Alcaraz went flying across the court. He's okay. 30-all. Jeez, Alcaraz went lunging out to the forehand, out to the backhand, but just does a barrel roll. He's all right, though. 30-all. I think he might have scuffed his knee, but that's probably about it. 30-all. Great serve down the tee. Return goes in the forehand of Korda. Korda in the net. Jeez. Korda's forehand. Did he blame... Is he saying someone in the crowd made noise? Yeah. I think Korda might have thrown his hands up because somebody in the crowd yelled during that forehand. Yeah, the crowd's getting told to be quiet during the points. Set point, Alcaraz. Set point to take the second. It's not a hindrance. Serve is a fault. Well, it is a hindrance, but it's not. That's not what a hindrance is. The crowd, they can't replay the point because of that. That's just how it works. Crowds, yeah, whatever. Anyways, return from Alcaraz. Goes to the back of the corner. Alcaraz forehand. Into the forehand corner in the net. There it is. Alcaraz somehow takes the second. Oh, man. I'm sorry, we were talking about what now? What were we saying like 20 minutes ago? What happened? What happened? What's going on? What happened? All right. By the way, Chet, just having a look here. Alcaraz was 3 points away from losing. That's as close as it got. He was down 3-5, and he was 30-15. That was as close, or 15-all. That's how close Korda got. He was 3 points away from winning. 8.8 performance rating compared to an 8.0 for Korda. But, yeah. Alcaraz momentum just went completely flipped at the end of that set. Korda served for it. He got a little nervous, and Alcaraz went, that was enough. You've had your chance. Now it's my turn. That's what happened. At 5-4, Korda served for it. And Alcaraz said, well, you got to win now, otherwise you're never going to win. And now, Alcaraz is serving first in the third. And Korda is, it was almost like he never had a chance to win anyway. I felt like it was 2 hours ago now. All right. Third set coming up. 3 points away from losing. Heard that before. I mean, yeah, Alcaraz is usually 1 point away, doesn't he? And he comes back anyway. All right. Ada.
Feel like Korda the perfect example of the importance of mental aspect. Technically, he can hang with anyone. Fell bad for him happens a lot.
And thank you for the 5. Yeah, I don't even think it's like the mental aspect. I think it's just he gets nervous. Like he gets nervous. And look, and this is like maybe it is mental. Maybe it is. I mean, it all nerves, mentality. It's all one thing, right? But yeah, he gets nervous, like at really important moments of these sort of matches, and then that the more that happens, right? The more that happens, the more the next time you're in that position, you're gonna, like, there's no doubt that serving for the match in that position, he's thinking, oh no, I hope this doesn't happen. I hope I don't lose like I did lose against Djokovic when I had championship points, or when I had Rafa up 5-2 in a third set in Indian Wells, or those thoughts would go into his mind and play on the nerves. So you're right. It's all, it's not that he doesn't believe he can win. He just probably thinks about the bad things that have happened. Like, he probably just remembers the times when he didn't win. And then, that was the worst game of the match for him. He was playing well on serve, right? He was struggling, but he was playing well. And then he throws in a love game and completely gets destroyed. You're like, what? That didn't happen. It was a 15 game, I think, 15-40. But anyways, but also he's playing Alcaraz, and Alcaraz is him. So 30 love. Uh, 30-15. As Alcaraz comes out with the volley, puts it away. 40-15. 40-15. All right, good return from Korda, 40-30. All right. As we get a backhand now from Korda into the backhand of Alcaraz. Korda backhand in the net. Alcaraz 1 love in the third. He's won 5 games in a row. All right, 1 love in the final set. Alcaraz. All right. By the way, Raducanu is up 6-3, 3-0 in her match against Kostyuk. Paul won the first set 6-2 against Collignon. By the way, winner of this match will take on the winner between Hashanov and Landalucci, who are coming up later. We've already got a couple of fourth rounds locked in. Lehechka Fritz has been locked in. Echeverry will take on Paul or Collignon. On the women's side, we already have Ostapenko taking on Baptiste. We've got Gibson taking on Raducanu or Kostyuk. We've got Christian taking on Pegula. Sabalenka is coming up in a couple of hours. We'll watch her later. It's all happening. And Alcaraz trying to come back from the dead. Is it a backhand now from Alcaraz? That goes long, and it's 15 love. 15 love. Korda serves. Alette. All right, Korda serves again. An ace down the tee. $30 love. As the return goes in, Korda comes to the net. Up goes a lob. by Alcaraz, and it lands in. 30-15. All right, 30-15. As with a backhand to backhand rally. Now Alcaraz with a forehand inside in. That's a great shot. Korda hits it long. 30-0. Oh no. 30-0. 30-all. Korda serves. To the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand of Korda. Slice Alcaraz goes up. Korda smash. Alcaraz gets it. And the Korda puts it away. 40-30. All right, 40-30. Korda to get on the board and stop this run of games that Alcaraz is on. As the return goes in there by Alcaraz, and Korda does hold. All right. 1-1. All right, 15 love. Alcaraz serves 15 love. Pardon me. Alcaraz serves again. Into the back in the quarter. Quarter on that. 30 love. Game not over till Alcaraz is over. It's over for Alcaraz, yeah. Alcaraz decides when this match ends, all right? 40 love. Alcaraz serves again. Yeah, Sabalenka's coming on in 2 hours. She's on the night session. As that goes in by Korda on the return. Alcaraz nearly got hit by it. 40-15. Great return from Korda. Oh, Alcaraz tried to flick it back over, but it went under his racket. That was just a great return. As the return goes into the forehand of Korda, backhand from Alcaraz, the backhand of Korda. Into the back of Alcaraz, Korda backhand. Again, the Alcaraz backhand. Korda backhand again, the backhand of Alcaraz. Into the backhand of Korda, sliced. Alcaraz backhand again to the backhand of Korda. Into the backhand of Alcaraz up the line. Good shot. Korda gets with the forehand, but puts it wide. That's 2-1. Alcaraz in the third. On serve. Paul got broken, did he? Yeah, he's down 2 love. Ooh. And Raducanu's up a set and a break against Kostyuk. 2-1. By the way, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Korda has to take back some of his confidence. Look, if Korda wins this match from now, it would be a phenomenal mental effort. But I don't think it's going to happen. We need a Synchronous final, so actually good if Alcaraz wins here. Yeah, I mean, if he loses, then yeah, that is not a Synchronous final. Is it over 15 games? Yes. Is Pliskova playing anytime soon? I think she's got a knee injury, right? I think I saw some footage of her practicing. So she must be coming back, but I think she got a knee injury. Maybe. So I'm not sure if she's coming back. I saw her training on clay, like doing some serves on clay though, so that's probably a good sign, right? But yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Rebecca's got 0 aces and still winning. That's crazy. That's crazy. It just shows how good she is. She could win without aces. All right, 2-1. She ain't no serve bot. Love 15. Korda looks very tired and maybe injured. I don't think he's injured. He's probably tired, though. Maybe disappointed as well because he was this close. All right. Forehand from Alcaraz. Korda gets it. Alcaraz forehand drop shot. Korda gets that too with a slice. Little drop shot back, but Alcaraz is so quick. And he puts it back down the line. Love 30. Love 30. As we serve out wide from Korda. That's an ace. 15-30. All right, it's been a 4-1 winner there by Korda. And it's 30-all. All right, 30-all Korda. As Korda says, fault second serve. All right. As Alcaraz misses the return, 40-30. All right, 40-30. Korda serves. As the Alcaraz return goes in, Korda slice in the net. Deuce. I watch match on Tennis TV and you are point ahead. That can't be right. Where do you watch the match? I watch the match on Tennis TV as well. If you want to watch the match, by the way, chat, scan the QR code. You can watch it on the new Tennis TV app. We're collabing with them throughout the season. So if you want to watch any of the men's matches outside of the slams, ATP matches outside the slams, there you go. There's also a link down below. All right, return into the form of Korda. Alcaraz puts up a lob. Korda puts away the smash. Advantage Korda. There's a bunch of new features on the app as well. So go check it out. Korda is wearing out the net. All right, advantage Korda. All right, first is the fault, second serve. After the backhand to backhand rally. Slice from Korda. As Alcaraz runs around his backhand to hit the forehand in the net. Korda hangs on. 2-2. 2-2. Okay. 2-2. Back to Alcaraz. Korda loses a break. He is done. Yeah. I feel like he's living on the edge, Korda. All right, return goes in. Alcaraz comes to the net and puts it away, though. $15 All right, as that goes out by Alcaraz. Good return, Korda. 15-0. 15-0. As the return goes in from Korda to the slice of Alcaraz. Korda comes to the net. Alcaraz pass. Down the line. Too good. It's 30-15. Zverev won almost 30 tournaments. He only blocks in the Grand Slams. Yeah, I mean, Zverev is a phenomenal player. As the return goes in front of Alcaraz, that's a good shot. Korda can't get it, 40-15. $40-15. Alcaraz to stay in front. Final set. All right, great serve. Alcaraz keeps the lead. 3-2. 3-2. All right. All right, how are we doing, chat? Carlos needs to break. I don't think he needs to break. He will break eventually if he just keeps doing this. He will break eventually. Okay. All right. Raducanu wins. There you go. Good win for Raducanu. She's going to play Gibson. Oh, shit. I don't want to watch that. Do we have to watch that? Chat, do we have to watch that? Can I not watch that? Do I have to watch that? I don't want to watch that. Winner from Korda, 15-love. Yes. Yes, we do. There it is. 30 love. How's the weather in Australia right now? It's super hot, but it's also going to rain. All right, backhand Alcaraz into the backhand of Korda. Alcaraz slice. Into the forehand of Korda. The forehand of Alcaraz on the stretch. Korda makes the error. 30-15. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. As the return goes in, Korda makes Alcaraz move. Slice goes in from Alcaraz. Korda backing up the line. Then Alcaraz forehand in the net. It's 40-15. All right, Korda to just keep things level. First serve's a fault, second serve. As the return goes in, the forehand Korda in the net. 40-30. Cam looks like one of the guys in Wacky Races. No, I don't. All right. No, I don't. I haven't got a big chin like that. I'm not that buff. All right, deuce. I'm not even wearing gloves. All right, deuce. Or a beanie. As the return goes in, the forehand Korda. Alcaraz puts up a lob. Korda smash. Oh, he just puts it away. Okay. Advantage Korda. To just keep this level. As the return goes in, the volley of Korda. And Alcaraz slices the net. Great volley from Korda. All right. 3-all. 3-all. All right, back to Alcaraz. Both players won 84 points, by the way. And look at the score. It's exactly the same. Wow. All right. As that goes out by Korda. And it's 16 love. $15 love. As it falling out of the backhand of Korda, but Korda hits it long. 30 love. As we get a let from Alcaraz, 30 love. Did the Bombers lose 2? Crows lost by a goal for the Bulldogs. Boo. Don't know what to talk about it. 30 love. As that goes out by Alcaraz down up the line. 30-15. Two hours played, by the way. All right, 30-15. First serve is a fault. Second serve. That's right, DJ. As the backhand return goes, the backhand of Alcaraz up the line in the net by Alcaraz. 30-all. As with a serve again from Alcaraz. There's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of the quarter. Good return to the slice of Alcaraz. Quarter forehand to the back of Alcaraz up the line. That's a great shot. And it's 40-30 Alcaraz to keep the lead. $40-30. All right, 40-30. Alcaraz to keep in front. First serve is a fault, second serve. As the return goes into the slice of Alcaraz, back in now from quarter up the line. Alcaraz with a pass, but he shanked it. And it's deuce. All right, we get to deuce. All right, serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Seven in the back in the quarter for Alcaraz. Goes long and it's advantage quarter. Excuse me. Advantage quarter. To get the break in the final set. This is, by the way, the first break point of the final set. Serve. Into the back of the quarter. Good return. Alcaraz slices it back. Quarter on the attack. With the forehand from Alcaraz going into the forward quarter. Again to the foot of Alcaraz. Cross court the forward quarter. They're going forward to forehand. As Alcaraz sprays it wide. Excuse me. What? Hello? That's not what's supposed to happen. Quarter breaks, final set. Like out of nowhere? Like that was out of nowhere. Out of the... Hello? What happened? Quarter gets a break. All right. Okay, I guess so. Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, that was a glitch in the tennis matrix. What the hell? All right. Korda is now maybe gets a second chance. He served for the match back in the second set, and it was terrible. But he might get a second chance, a redemption for him. But he has to win the next game. All right. This was not what I was told. Or what I thought. Because it's obviously live and not scripted at all. Why would it be? That's a joke. By the way, Zhang and Keys are warming up as we speak. Also, Paul is up a set and on serve in the second against Collignon. And a lot of doubles is going on too. They're playing some doubles. A lot of doubles. All right, 4-3. Korda serves. An ace. 15 love. As Korda serves again. Into the front of Alcaraz. Good return to the front of Korda. Or Alcaraz backhand. Into the back of the Korda. As Alcaraz backhand again to the back of the Korda. They're going back into backhand at the moment. Slice. Korda goes in. Alcaraz forward on the attack. Korda gets it. Alcaraz forward up the middle. Korda back in the rally. As we go forward to forehand. But Alcaraz... Oh, wait. No, Korda thought it was out. Korda hits it in the net. 15-0. Wow. Korda thought that was in the net. Sorry, thought that was out. And then hit it in the net. Hawkeye is not going to change its mind. Yep, back of the line. Carlos, great shot. 15-0. Good serve out wide. Alcaraz in the net. 30-15. All right, first serve is a fault. Serving to the back of Alcaraz. Return goes into the back of the Korda. Alcaraz slice. It's Korda. Forehand inside out. Up goes a lob by Alcaraz. Korda smash. Alcaraz going to get there with a forehand, but he missed it. And it's 40-15. Korda to consolidate at the break and make Alcaraz serve to stay in the match again. Serve is a fault. Second serve. As the return goes in the backhand of Korda, Alcaraz back into the back of the Korda, sliced. Into the back of Alcaraz, Korda back in again. To the back of Alcaraz is Korda. Up the line, Alcaraz hits with the forehand cross. Korda, forehand long. 40-30. $40-30. $40-30. So the chance for Korda to go to 5-3. As Korda comes to the net. Alcaraz with a lob. Not good enough. Korda puts it away. 5-3 Korda in the third. What a crazy, random... By the way, chat, upset of the year? Upset of the year, right? I mean, we didn't even talk about that in the second set, but is this upset of the year? If it happens, it's got to be, right? It's got to be upset of the year, right? Not because Korda's not good. We know how good Korda can be, but based on what round we're at, who he's playing, where Korda's ranked right now, it's got to be upset of the year. Because obviously, I think it's a bigger upset than Sinner losing to Menchik. Because that's probably number 2, right? 15 love. Alcaraz serving to stay in the match. If it happens, yeah. If it happens. Ace down the tee. If it happens. If it happens. Kipson beating Demonor has got to be up there too, right? Top 3. All right. Alcaraz serves again. First serve's a fault, second serve. And honourable mention, Djokovic beating Sinner at the Australian Open. Backhand return. Alcaraz backhand goes in the net. Great return from Korda, 30-15. 30-15. As the return goes out by Korda, 40-15. (40-15). Serve the forward Korda. Great return. Alcaraz gets it. Korda forehand. Cross court. Alcaraz slice. In the net. 40-30. Great hitting from Korda. 40-30. Remember, Korda has been 3 points away from winning the match. This is, again, this is as close as he's gotten to. Because he's 3 points away right now. All right, serve again from Alcaraz. Into the backhand of Korda. Return goes in the slice of Alcaraz. Korda slice. Into the backhand of Alcaraz again. Alcaraz in the net. Deuce. This is the closest he's gotten, chat. 2 points away, Korda. The closest he has been. Deuce. Alcaraz serves. Into the corner quarter, return goes long. Advantage Alcaraz. To make Korda serve for the match again. Serve. Into the corner quarter. Alcaraz forward in the net. Korda back at deuce. We're back to deuce. All right. We're back to deuce. Alcaraz serves again. Down the tee, great serve. Korda gets it back. Alcaraz up the line with the backhand to the forehand of Korda. As Alcaraz the forehand cross court. Korda in control. He goes up the line. Alcaraz back on the stretch. Korda slice. As we got a forehand again from Alcaraz. Now Korda in trouble. As Alcaraz goes the forehand inside in down the line. Whatever you want to call it. It's a winner. Advantage Alcaraz. To make Korda serve for it. All right, advantage Alcaraz. Serve. Into the forward quarter, return goes wide. All right. He shakes the racket to the crowd. By the way, packed stadium. And it's 5-4 Korda. He will serve for the match again. How are we doing, chat? How are we feeling? Give me one emoji in the chat for how you're feeling. That's what I want to see. Put a one emoji in the chat of how you're feeling. How are you feeling right now? How are you feeling? Nervous? Happy. Shocked. Quiet. Sweating. Scared. Can't watch. A lot of people can't watch. Someone's tired. Okay, I feel that. Bloated. That's not an emoji. That was a word. Nervous. Mind blown. Sad. People crying. People crying in the chat. Oh no. Red card. Okay, you got a red card. Roller coaster. All right, here we go. Let's see if Korda can do it this time. Second chance to serve for this match. Remember, he's never played a world number one before today, which I didn't know until the end of the second. It'll be his best victory of all time, or his biggest victory of all time, I should say. He might say the Australian Open run was better, but this will be his best career win based on ranking, and doesn't matter where you beat a world number one. As long as if you beat a world number one, that's the biggest win. Doesn't matter if it's at a 250 Grand Slam. It's at the local park. It still counts to you. Good serve, Korda. 15 love. That's better. Remember last time he was down love 40 when he served for the match. 15 love. Korda serves again. He serves a fault. Second serve. Serve in the back of Alcaraz. Back in a quarter. Goes long. $15-all. $15-all. Korda serves again. Into the front of Alcaraz. Return goes to front of Korda. Up the line. Alcaraz slides to the net. 30-15. 30-15. 2 points away. Korda looks a lot more composed than he did in the last set. Serving for it in the last set. He looked way more nervous. Good serve. Return goes in. Backhand winner by Korda. And he gets a match point. 2 of them. He looks so much calmer in this game than he did in the 5-4 game in the second. 40-15. Korda with the match points. What a mental effort by Korda. What a crazy turnaround for Korda in this final set. Serve. Out wide. Alcaraz gets it back. Korda, forehand. Into the Alcaraz backhand. Korda with a volley. Off the tape. Alcaraz gets it. Korda with a volley. Goes in the net. Alcaraz saves one. Okay. You just feel like Korda needs an unreturnable serve. Like, it's a first serve, unreturned. Ace would be perfect, right? You feel that's what he needs. He needs a free point on serve to get out of this match. He serves. Down the tee, Alcaraz returns. It goes long! There it is! Korda gets the biggest win of his career. And we just watched the upset of the year. Alcaraz goes down. Again, Miami just is not where he likes to play. I know he's won the title, but he hasn't had a great run in Miami. And now Carlos will go to the clay and defend. Sinner's got a chance to, close that gap. Korda gets the greatest win of his life. Never played a world number one until today, which is crazy to think. He's played a lot of good players. He's played Nadal, Federer, Djokovic, Alcaraz, right? He's played these guys, but never beaten them as a world number one. He has now. He's 100% against the best players on the planet. Korda. I'll tell you, though, on a serious note, I was here. Spam the I was here's. I was here? What a great effort by Korda. Because we were thinking all the same thing, right? Here we go again. Oh, so close. He was so close. We're gonna talk about this match like we talk about all those other matches. What a great effort. Finally, getting that victory. Getting that victory against, that close victory. He has beaten guys like this before, but he hasn't beaten them in this fashion, where he was up, he had the chance, he got broken, he then lost 5 in a row, and then he comes back and he breaks, and then he holds his nerve the second time. Great mental effort. That'll exercise all those demons that he has about all those other matches that he was so close but didn't win. All of those bad memories will be erased from that win. That win will be in his mind now. Next time he's in that position, he'll go, well, I was in this position against Alcaraz and I still won anyway. Doesn't matter what happened. None of the other shit matters now. That win changes everything for his mentality. Next time he's in this in a pinch, he will be thinking, oh, well, I beat Alcaraz and he's the best on the planet. So, if I can do it against him, I can do it against anyone, right? That's a huge win. All right, let's go through the stats because that was impressive. I mean, Korda played. In fact, Alcaraz performance rating 8.7, Korda 8.4. That's very rare that a performance rating, Alcaraz at a higher performance rating losing. That never happens. Never happens. Alcaraz always, when he's been losing, it's been because he's been playing worse than his opponent. Performance rating was better. Korda's serve was just the best thing ever. 30 winners, 25 errors from Alcaraz. Yeah, the first set he didn't play well. First set Alcaraz did not play well. But after that, he played very well. Korda, 33 winners, 30 errors. He played solid as well. The serve was so important for Korda. He only got broken twice. He got broken to serving for the match and he got broken to lose the second set. But yeah, I mean, his serve, it was the Korda serve that saved him. Alcaraz was leading every other category for shot quality. He was an 8.0 on returns, 9.0 on forehands, 8.4 on backhands. But the Korda serve was an 8.8, and that was the difference. His serve, clutch in the first set to keep him in the first set or in front of the first, and Alcaraz helped with some errors. But then after, in the final set, I mean, that was the serve failed him once. But luckily for him, he got a second chance and it didn't fail him twice.
Kyrgios said that Sinner will win more slams because Alcaraz likes the girls too much. With the tournament in Miami and last night being Saturday, that could explain the sluggish performance.
Thank you for the $7.
If Sinner is the number one fave, now who's the second fave?
Thank you for the 2. I'll answer the second question first. Who's the second favorite? Medvedev? Maybe? Maybe? No, because Medi and Sinner are in the same half. So that sucks for Medvedev. If Medvedev was in the Alcaraz section, Alcaraz half, we'd say Medvedev Sinner final, right? Fritz? Probably. I mean, Fritz looked pretty good today. But then, Fritz is the highest ranked player left. By the way, Fritz is the only top 10 player left in the top half of the draw. That's crazy. Fritz is the only top 10 player left in the top half. We're not even in the quarterfinals. We haven't even finished the third round. He's the only top 10 player left in the top half of the draw. No, Musetti pulled out. Bublik lost. Demonor lost. Ruud lost. Not top 10, but he lost. Alcaraz lost. Fritz is the only top 10 guy left in that top half. Tommy Paul, Feast, Tsitsipas, Berrettini, right? Lehechka, Korda. I mean, but I think second favorite's probably still Medvedev, and then maybe Fritz. Zverev. Oh, I don't know, but they're all the bottom half of the draw is stacked now that Alcaraz is gone. By the way, anyone who says Alcaraz doesn't have a tough draw in the future, when I say he has a tough draw, and you doubt me, just remember that. Remember that I said he had a tough draw, and look what happened, right? Just remember that. Oh, Alcaraz has got an easy draw. No, he doesn't. Never. By the way, to the other comment. Yeah, Kira said Alcaraz likes the girls too much. So Sinner's going to win more slams. Yeah, I don't think Alcaraz went out I mean, I don't know if Alcaraz went out last night, but I don't think Alcaraz went out last night. I'm not going to put this down to, oh yeah, Alcaraz went out last night. That's why he lost. I have no idea if he went out, but I'm also not going to speculate that he went out because I have no idea. He might have. I don't know, but he probably didn't. I don't think he's that. I don't think he would do. I don't think he'd do that. He just got beaten by a bigger serve. You know? That is what happened. Brazil, please take note of Carlos fans. Passionate, yes. Not obnoxious. Hey, look, Brazilian fans are fine. Don't worry about Brazilian fans. They're fine. Hey, thank you, Vic, for the 38 cents. What the hell did we... Chat, what is this tournament? The Miami Open is crazy. Hey, thank you, Creatures, for the $4 super sticker as well. Appreciate that. God damn, that was a crazy... That was crazy. Yeah, no Synchros final until the clay. Like, what are we doing? What is going on? Monte Carlo Synchros final, right? It has to be. It probably will be. It'll be. You know, It's only a 1 week tournament, so there's more of a chance we'll get them to play. Monte Carlo final Synchros, I reckon. Synchros Monte Carlo final. Because I don't think they'll play in Madrid final. They might play in Rome, but I'm going to say first Synchros final will be Monte Carlo. They'll play in Monte Carlo final. If they play. Alcaraz will play. Alcaraz will play. He's defending champion. Sinner should play. Wow, Americans to beat the world number one. He's only the 5th American. Oh, to beat the world number one at the Miami Open. Okay, I thought in general. Okay, fifth American to win on the men's side to win against the world number one here. I'll tell you this though. This is very interesting, right? We're in a really interesting position. So Alcaraz, with all the names that have fallen off in the top half of the draw for Alcaraz, and Alcaraz now as well, that top half of the draw is so open, but Sinner's road to the final, yes, he can beat Mute, but God, there are some tough matches. Like, we still got Zverev, you still got Medvedev, right? Like, Sinner's draw isn't any easier with Alcaraz out, because he doesn't have to play Alcaraz at the final anyway. But, like, you've got Menchik, right? Mickelson to Bilo. I don't know what Sinner can do against those guys, but that'll be interesting. FAA is still here. Yeah, like just because Alcaraz is gone, Sinner's draw is not any easier. He's still got some killers in his way. So Sinner fans that are celebrating the title, just remember that there are still some crazy names left in the draw. You are not. If you make the final, you probably win, but there are still some... You got to make the final. The road is not any easier. If he was up the top half of the draw, yeah, that would have helped, but no. The top half of the draw is completely demolished. Top half of the draw is wrecked. What a missed opportunity for everybody involved. Alcaraz goes out. Now, I mean, Fritz, can he take it, right? Fritz could make the final. He's the biggest seed up there. But yeah, Sinner fans, just chill for a second. I mean, yeah, cool that Alcaraz is gone, but Medvedev is there, Zverev is there. You got Menchik, who I'm sure Sinner wants to revenge that loss, right? Yeah, let's just keep. We're only in the 3rd round. Let's just keep our hats on. I'd love Feast to make the final. That'd be awesome. Maybe Tsitsipas, yeah, that'd be great for him too. Can we say that Alcaraz is washed now? No. Cam is giddy from the upset? No, I'm just talking. Alcaraz is not there mentally. Oh, God. Some of these comments are crazy. Stop the Carlos excuses. Don't become the Nadal fans. What are you talking about? Congratulations, Korda, on the upset. Yeah, what a great upset. Huge win for Korda. Completely washed, yeah. Do I think Alcaraz is washed? No. Hell no. Would I say Korda was like a bot? Nah. He's got game. He's not just a serve. He's got an all-round game. All right, what else? Alcaraz fans celebrate Sinner's loss. Why shouldn't we do it back? Hey, look. Take the high road, I say. Alcaraz looked untouchable, and now he's back to being Carlos. We all know. I still think he's untouchable. I think. Okay, if we get let's do the thing, right? Let's break it down. Let's break down Sinner and Alcaraz's losses because obviously they're I feel like there hasn't been a bad loss for either of those guys. Like, okay, upset, yes, right? Korda beating Alcaraz is an upset for sure, upset of the year. But they haven't, like, Djokovic beat Sinner in Australia. Not because Sinner was bad. Djokovic played well, right? Sinner loses to Menchik. Not because Sinner played bad. Menchik played phenomenal, right? Alcaraz lost to Medvedev. Not because Alcaraz played bad. Because Medvedev rose to the occasion. Alcaraz didn't play great in the first set here. But overall, in the match, Alcaraz played a great match. Most of the time, he's going to beat the guy. But Korda played better. So, like, the 4 losses combined that Sinner have had, it's not like last year where, like, the Norrie loss, right, where Alcaraz lost to Norrie and it was like, whoa, Alcaraz looks shocking. Or, even the Goffin loss last year where Alcaraz didn't look great. Alcaraz didn't look like he was really that engaged in the first set, but he didn't play bad. Korda just served amazing. In fact, Alcaraz, you could argue that Alcaraz played better than Korda and still lost. So you go, well, shit. Like, that wasn't Alcaraz probably going to say in the press conference, yeah, there's not much I could do. It's sort of like Medvedev, right? When he played Medvedev, he's like, yeah, Medvedev played amazing. I've never seen him play like that. Alcaraz played well against Medvedev too. So it's interesting that, like, we can't, like, I remember when he lost to Norrie last year, we just went, that was horrible. What a horrendous match by Alcaraz. Shocking match. And Norrie dragged him down. Like, Norrie made him play bad. But, man, that was a shocking loss. And a horrible, horrible tennis by Alcaraz. Alcaraz didn't play horrible tennis today. He played some really good points. He played some really good tennis. Korda just served. And it worked. He had to serve. So, yeah. So, again, anybody comparing Alcaraz and Sinner, like, oh, well, this is bad and Sinner's better. And Sinner has also lost to guys, Korda and Menchik have a similar style, right? Have similar games. And they played similar levels against each of these guys. So they've both had a loss against a guy like this, And they've also had a loss to a Grand Slam champion, Medvedev and Djokovic. So I don't think that Sinner or Alcaraz is winning the season yet, right? I feel like they both had a couple of, like, unexpected but not bad performances, right? They just lost to guys that have, played the match of their lives, right? We haven't had them play either. I feel like neither of them are really playing bad. It's hard because we haven't seen them play each other. That's the test when they play each other, right? And we're like, oh, well, who's playing better now? If Sinner wins this tournament, I feel like it's all even going into the clay. We're like, okay, well, they've both had 2 losses. They've both had a couple of titles, right? And I feel like going into the clay, they're both playing at the same. They've both had a very similar season. Where they haven't played terrible when they've lost, but I feel like it's. I don't know. It just feels like if Sinner does win this now, the clay season we start off and they're neck and neck when it comes to how it's gone so far, right? Like, who's player of the year right now on the men's side? I mean, Alcaraz won the Australian Open, so maybe he has the edge. But if Sinner wins the Sunshine Double, does that mean he's the best player so far this year? Like, you know what I mean? Really, it's kind of awesome. But that's upset of the year. I don't think we can dispute that. That's got to be upset of the year. But then again, it wasn't a bad match by Alcaraz. It wasn't like Alcaraz was shocking and we're like, oh my God, how bad. It wasn't like the Swiatek match where it left us all confused. We're like, well, how'd that happen? We know how good Korda is. We know what he can do. He's come close like this before and he's failed. For him to come back in that final set was amazing. But yeah, this has to be upset of the year so far because obviously Sinner could lose to Mute. And if that happens, it's like, pfft, what the hell? That like blows your mind. And Mute might have a little bit more, he might want to go sit on that Tennis Channel desk after beating Sinner. He might be like, hey, I've got some words to say. He might have something to say. He might be like, you know what, I want to beat you so I can talk to the people on that desk. I don't know. I feel like Mute might have some extra motivation tomorrow. He might have something to say. He might want to have a conversation. I'm just saying. Maybe he wants to just say, hey, what's up? Nobody knows what to talk about. All right. But like, yeah, if Sinner loses to somebody this week that we don't expect, then maybe that could be upset of the year. But I feel like so far, as of today, this is upset of the year. I've never seen Carlos play so poorly. You know what? You must not watch him much. How good's Korda on clay? Korda's decent on clay. He's got a clay game. I wonder if Djokovic regrets not playing now. Maybe. Nah, actually, I don't think he does. Because remember how we talked about at the start of the week? If Fritz wins the tournament, Djokovic could be number 4. So yeah, sorry, it's number 5. So FAA and Fritz can overtake Djokovic. So Djokovic is still not safe in the top 4. But Musetti pulling out and De Minaur losing helps a lot. But both Fritz and FAA have to beat Sinner now, right? So if Sinner beats both of them, which he can, then Djokovic stays at 4. So the ranking is still on the line for Djokovic. I think that's the main reason, the number one reason, is because he wanted to have more time off and prepare for the clay. But also, I think he kind of feels like his ranking's okay. And that if he goes and plays Monte Carlo, he'll be number 4 at least. And that's good. Top 4 is so important. But yeah. But Fritz and FA have to win the tournament to kick Djokovic off that spot to overtake him. So I don't think Djokovic is regretting not playing because he wasn't feeling great at Indian Wells. He didn't look great. Like the arm was not great. Or the shoulder, wasn't great. So it's much better that he rests. Korda's happy face in the press conference just now. That's awesome. That is so cool. I love that for Korda, especially the way he won. Like, it's not just about beating Alcaraz. If he beat him in straight sets, amazing win. But the way that he was able to regroup, I feel like that just is so much more important, the way he won in the end. Like, that was, again, we were talking about after that second set. We're going, oh, here we go again. It's just like this match. How many times has he done this? This has been the problem in big matches or against big names. He's had the lead. He had the chance. He's squandered it again. He nearly beat Djokovic in Adelaide. He nearly beat Rafa in Indy Wells a couple of years ago. He's had these opportunities. And for him to then overturn that and win, again, that's just... That's got to... I mean, it's got to add even more to Korda's, excitement over this win. Like, I've beaten the world number 1. First time I ever played number 1, I've beaten them. But the way he beat Alcaraz and the way he came back and the way he won, he served it out eventually. Like that's so much more important for Korda, I reckon, rather than just the win. I love that for him. Ridiculously clutch, yeah. Besides that one game serving for the match in the second set, after that, his serve has been... in the first set, I mentioned it a bunch. It was 30-all on every game on serve in the first set, but he was able to hold serve every time when Alcaraz was pressing. And that's what clutch is, right? Producing the best shots and serves when you need them most. And he was clutch. Carlos will play Monte Carlo at this stage. He's the defending champion. So, yeah, he would be. All right, I'm going to send you over to Sabalenka. We're coming back in an hour to watch Sabalenka versus McNally. And we've just lost one number one. And the second number one we're coming up to watch later. By the way, I'm looking at Zhang and Keys. 4-3 Keys. But yeah, what a win. What a match. Winner. He'll play the winner of Hashanov and Landalucci. So Korda's got a pretty open draw now. I mean, quarterfinals are there. If he can get through one of those guys. But yeah, what a win. For Seb Korda, he takes out Alcaraz in 3 sets, 6-3, 5-7, and 6-4. And he's in the fourth round. Carlos is off to the clay.